Yeah, like I said before, my name is Tyler, and I'm Coffee with a Beauty Reviewer. You can find me on YouTube, or you can even find me on Facebook or Instagram. And I just wanted to hear what you expect from this movie. And so, like, what characters are you expecting? Or, I mean, it's already clear that we're going to see all the villains from previous films. Right. But what are your expectations?
Well, obviously I expect characters that we haven't seen in the trailers or any news about. Obviously there have been leaks and stuff like that, so wondering if those leaks are true, wondering if those leaks come to fruition in this film, and all in all I'm just excited, and I want to feel nostalgic. That's kind of what I want to feel like in this movie.
Yeah, I feel the same. Yeah, I definitely feel the same way as you do, because for a long time, I've always been a Spider-Man fan. I mean, I used to read the comic books, and I used to watch all the Tobey Maguire films. Like, those were like the stuff of my childhood. But out of like all the characters that you want to be in this movie, which one would be your number one?
I'd have to say Tobey Maguire. I don't know how old you are. I was born in '98, and actually the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is the first superhero movie I saw in theaters as a kid. I think I was like 5 or 6 whenever that came out. So obviously I would kind of want to see him.
Awesome. Well, and so my last question is, how good do you think this movie is going to be in regards to kind of like out of all the Spider-Man films that we've seen? Do you see yourself liking this one out of like all of them, or do you think it will be just kind of like a so-so film? What do you expect?
I hope that it's the best out of the 3 so far in the MCU. Out of the whole, I'm not really sure. I'm really close to the first Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2. But I hope it improves on the 2 MCU ones that come before it.
And last but not least is that, more importantly, is that I really do like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I mean, like, he's the youngest to ever play the character, and he does more of his stunts than any other Spider-Man has done. But do you think, from what I heard, is that this one is like the definitive Tom Holland movie? Do you think he'll knock it out of the park?
I hope he knocks it out of the park. I've liked him in the previous 2. I think he's a great Spider-Man and a great Peter Parker. I think that's what kind of makes Spider-Man come to whole, much like a Batman, where you have to have a Bruce Wayne to the Batman. So, yeah, I hope he knocks it out of the park in this one. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, thank you. Enjoy the movie. You too. Okay, so my name is Tyler, and what's your name?
Johnny.
Johnny? Nice to meet you. So, as I told you before, I'm a movie reviewer on YouTube. My channel is called Coffee with a Beauty Reviewer. Mm-hmm. And I did this thing where I talked to some people before the movie to ask them what they are theorizing about the movie. And after seeing the movie, I wanted to talk to people and just kind of like get their initial reaction. So what was your overall thought on this movie? Man, overall it exceeded my expectations, man. I'm not gonna lie, we all knew kind of that all the Spider-Man were gonna be together, but honestly they did well on that. They really did. And I'm not gonna lie, that Daredevil cameo really made the show for me a lot more. Oh gosh, yeah. So. And yeah, the whole Daredevil segment, that was a nice little like Easter egg that he's coming back. Especially that, like, Spider-Man, he was just ready to catch that brick, but Daredevil caught it himself. Right, and the reflexes and giving Daredevil's abilities. Yep. Yeah, that was just a nice little nod that he's coming back. What was your initial thought on Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire? I thought it was well done. Like, honestly, I was more in line of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man more than Andrew, but I think their character development and everything involving them and their scenes were great. Especially with the whole like them as like brothers per se, because they're one of the same people, so obviously them going back and forth, good dynamic. Yep, and there was definitely one moment that I was all like, that's totally the meme scene where they were all like doing this. Right. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. I thought the throwbacks to the old movies, like with Norman Osborn saying, I used to be a scientist myself and all that stuff, I thought clearly they did their research. They really did. I think another really good moment of the Green Goblin is when he says, you know, I'm something of a scientist myself. That was a total nod to the first one. Yeah, absolutely. But, or the power of the sun in the palm of my hands. Yeah. they just ripped it right out of the movies, and that was truly fantastic. And my last question to you is, where would you put this in, like, out of all the Spider-Man movies, which one will be kind of like in that from worst to best? Like, where would you put this?
This would be right around from, I would say right after, for me, so for me it goes Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, and then everything after that is kind of like iffy, but with this one, yeah, it's definitely in the third category for me.
So you would probably put this in like the top 3?
I would put this with the Raimi trilogy, if I'm being honest. Like as good as the first 2 Raimi films.
And how did you feel about Tom Holland's acting in this one?
I thought it was great, especially the whole performance with May's death and everything overall. I thought it was really well done. And Tom Holland's a great actor. Can't wait to see him in more films, especially Uncharted. So let's hope it's not bad.
Yep. Well,
Mark Wahlberg as Sully, come on.
Yeah, I always thought that the guy from Avatar would have been a better choice.
Sam Worthington?
No, the guy that played the main villain, he had that.
Oh, yeah, Steven, from Don't Breathe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would have been a better Sully.
I thought that too, actually.
Actually, he did play Sully in a fan-made one.
Did he?
Yeah, along with Nathan Fillion.
I saw that one, actually.
I kind of wish that they did more with that.
Yeah, I think it was just star power, that's all it is.
Yeah. But yeah, Johnny, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, man. Anytime. Have a good one.
Great.
I thought it was a really good film. I thought it was very action-packed. It was very epic and very good. So yeah.
Okay. And when it comes down to kind of like all of the Spider-Man movies, where would you put this one?
I would probably put it up pretty high. Yeah, like, cause I think nothing is compared. Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen it, and I've just did everything I can to stay away from anything that has to do with spoilers.
Yeah,
I've seen the trailers and I've seen the posters, so it's completely clear that we're going to see the villains.
Oh yeah.
Like from previous films, like Dr. Octopus, Goblin, Sandman, Lizard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Out of all the villains, which one would you say was like your personal favorite?
My personal favorite would probably have to be Green Goblin, cause he's very very villainy, and very scary, and all that. So
Okay. Well, that is awesome. Well, thank you so much for being part of this. And
yeah, of course.
Oh wow. Okay, so I just finished up seeing Spider-Man No Way Home with my daughter and my amazing wife. It's kind of raining. It's raining right now.
Good.
But this movie was truly fantastic. Like, this was like up to the level of Avengers Endgame, because like we're not gonna do anything to spoil this for you. I'm gonna wait at least a week until everyone has possibly seen it. Then I will give you my initial spoiler-filled review. But I will bring you a spoiler-free review. But if you don't mind spoiler reviews, just wait a little bit longer, but I'll give you my review as soon as possible. And babe, what do you think?
It'll meet everything that you want and more.
There you go. From Mrs. Reviewer. All right, well, I'll see you guys next time.